Hey everybody, it's Todd Bartusek with Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate and the All Metro Real Estate Group. So coming to you again with another market report. This is for the October sales in the Westside school district. So we stayed real stable. Overall sales, 20 sales in September, 20 sales in October. Now the exciting news is we had an increase overall of about 8%. We went from about 379,000 to about 411,000. Days on market stayed about the same, 12 to 14, not a big deal there. So that's the overall market in Westside. Then I always like to talk about the first-time home buyer price point. That's 0 to 350,000. Units stayed about the same, 12 down to 11, not a big deal. Now went up about 10%, 10.5% actually, which is actually consistent with the overall Omaha market, which was 9.9% increase. Westside's was 10.5. We went from an average of 248 in September to an average of 275 and some change in October. So that's great news if you're a seller in the first-time home buyer market, okay? Days on market, again, stayed about the same, 11 to 12, so again, pretty consistent there. Then the move-up market, that is 350 to 750, we dropped 1 unit. So we had 7 sales in the 350 to 750 in September, we had 6 in October. Average price point up just shy of 5% from 441,000 and some change to almost 463,000. Now our days on market went from 11 to 17. You know, again, 17 days still doesn't, I mean, that doesn't freak me out by any means. It was just a big jump from the 11 to the 17. Now I want to talk about the luxury market. That's 750 and above. Okay, so we had 2 sales in September, we had 3 in October. Now, one thing that we saw that happened in the luxury market, we dropped about 11%, just because those 3 that would have sold in October were a little lower than what we saw in September. So we went from 902.5, so $902,500 average for the luxury market in Westside for September, down to about 806. Now our days on market went from 29 down to 16. That was actually kind of a surprise for me. But anyway, so here's kind of the overall market. You know, the market is still solid, it's still active. It's just not what it was a couple years ago. I know I've mentioned this a couple times, but if you're a seller in the market, you know, it's really important to have realistic expectations. The market is what I would call normalizing. You know, I've been doing this for almost 25 years. You know, back in the day, it used to take 30 to 45 days to sell a house. You know, sometimes we're seeing that, sometimes we're beating that expectation. So the most important thing to do is if you are a seller, you're thinking about selling your house or mom and dad's house or grandma and grandpa's house that have been, you know, in the Westside home, you know, for 50 years, you know, because we have a lot of those, is, you know, really let's pay attention to what's going to matter. You know, because I hate to see my clients, you know, spend, you know, time, money, effort on things that aren't going to make a difference, you know. So if you're thinking about selling or you want to get an opinion on what should we do to the house, Todd, where should this be priced, should we fix this, should we clean that, whatever the case may be, please feel free to reach out. It's no obligation. I'm glad to help you. You know, that's on the seller side. So if you're a buyer, what I'm telling buyers right now, especially in November and then even December, is if it's a house that's been sitting for a while and there's been no dramatic price jumps or anything, or price drops, I should say, those are houses that buyers can get really good buys. So I would just say, if you're a buyer, don't be shy about making an aggressive offer on a property. I literally just wrote an offer today on a property, $50,000 less than the asking price, and the sellers are sniffing very hard at it. So anyways, again, if I can help, if you like the data that I'm providing, please add me on social, you know, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and go Warriors.